Hey guys, thanks for watching. I just want to preface this video by saying there was a very specific reason I ended up buying 3 guitars from this same seller on eBay. I just happened to buy the Aldo Nova Les Paul from that seller. Took a chance on it. The price was right. I really wanted one of those guitars and was so blown away by the quality of that guitar. I went, wow. Ordered the Les Paul Custom, which was also in stock when I purchased it. That one was near the quality, not quite as nice, but still a real nice quality guitar, shipped very fast from China to New York, which gave me the idea of, geez, I wonder what happened if I were to custom order a guitar from this same seller, which I did, and that was the SG that this video is about. Again, I didn't get nuts with that build. I said, hey, I want fret nibs, ABR1 bridge, no pick guard on it, custom trim. In retrospect, I should have made it a little more challenging, and I should have gotten rid of the Chibson logo and all that other nonsense that they put on these. I didn't, because it was more my curiosity of, if I custom order a guitar from this guy and pay a little bit more, it was $333, so it was $30, $40, $50 more than the other guitars I got for him. But my curiosity was, if I custom order a guitar, prepay it, is it going to come just as high quality, or are they just going to kind of knock it out and send it to me? That's kind of the feeling I get. You guys take a look, though. I'll let you guys be the judge. And I appreciate you guys watching these videos and joining me on this Chibson nonsense. All right, on with the video. Surprise, surprise. And I'll tell you what, 6 days from the day it shipped in China to the day it arrived at my doorstep. And that includes weekend days. Wow, that's one of the things that impressed me about this seller on eBay. But that's super quick. I can't even believe how quickly that got shipped. Anyway, let's see what we got here. You know, it's always difficult to unwrap these with one hand. Yep. Let's see what we've got here. Yeah, just come on. That's the only way we're gonna. You can smell the varnish. Oh, that's pretty. That's very pretty. All right, let me put the phone down for a minute. We'll put this on the bench and then we'll take a close look at it. There she is in all her glory. First thing we're going to do, I don't know why they did that, but yeah, we'll put gold on. That's when I looked on their eBay page, it seemed like all the SGs got those knobs, so that was, I guess, just a natural. Those are SG knobs. Pickups, surprisingly, got to do the YouTube point. Pickups, surprisingly, are decent. It's only when you crack somewhere between 8 and 10 that they start to get slightly microphonic, and only on the bridge pickup. And they otherwise sound pretty good, so I'm probably going to try and wax pot these as well and see if we can get them quiet. Inlays have some decent depth to them. Frets are perfect. The only thing I could nitpick, and you know, I even hate to do it on a $300 guitar, there's a little bit, it looks like when they put the binding on, you know, they put the binding on, and then of course they, what they do is, I'm assuming, mask it off and then paint it. And it's a little bit hokey. You can see, like, right there. Part of it is, though, I find that on all white guitars. I have another white one around here with a cream binding, and I don't know if it's just the way it meshes against the binding. Whatever, doesn't really matter. And as far as the finish goes, you can't really tell now because it's shadowed a little bit, but there's a couple little very fine spots that when the light hits it just right, you see maybe a little bit of fisheye, a little bit of sanding marks. But beyond that, it's pretty decent. Let's take it apart, because that's what we do. All right, here's where we are thus far. I put the gold knobs on there, and I just basically put them on just to see what they would look like. I kind of like them. They match the rest of the accoutrement. I went ahead and I had 3 frets that were a little bit high, so I did shave them down. I filed them down, crowned them, and then straight edged the entire board, block sanded the frets, and then hit them with tired. Steel wool, and then I just oiled the fretboard. So they're all nice and shiny. Fretboard's looking nice and dark and oiled up. What I did with the crooked peg, tuning peg, they're all a little bit wanky, but it was this one here was way off. Basically what I did is I pulled it off, filled that hole with a toothpick, although I didn't really have to because it's not, the tuner was still covering it. There was enough there that, I mean, I just had to slightly push that over to one side, re-drill the hole, put the screw back in. This one is a hair wanky. It's just not worth doing, in my opinion. So we're going to leave that. What else? Oh, and then I just pulled the back cover off. How disappointing is that? A little bit surprising. Those are the little teeniest of tiniest of pots. We know that those are the cheapest, probably junk you can get, which I found interesting that the 2 in stock guitars that I purchased, there they are, the Aldo guitar on the left and the Custom on the right, they had large 500K pots in them. You got me good. Fortunately, I have a set of pots right here. These also come from China. These, ironically, happen to be Epiphone parts. They come with the Seymour Duncan knockoff pickups that I get on eBay. So we're going to have to pull these apart and swap them. And while I'm at it, I'm going to wax pot some pickups. We got the wax cooking in the crock pot. All right, that's my update. All right, there she is, all back together. So what I ended up doing is a couple of things. I had 3 frets that were slightly high. I did file them down and recrown them, and then I planed the entire fretboard with a flat block. Then used the old Alt-4 steel wool, cleaned up the fretboard, oiled it real good. And that's what we got there. And then I went ahead and when I restrung it, I did adjust the string height, which was a bit high. It's actually a bit low now. I'm probably going to bump it up a little bit. Intonated it. The intonation is perfect. Mostly what I did, I put those gold knobs on there, which look kind of cool. Mostly what I did was an experiment for me because I had never done that before. These are the pickups that came out of this. I ohmed them, and that was 14.64, and the neck one was, I don't know, 8 and change. I know that that's not an accurate 8.63 was the neck. Generally speaking, when you ohm a pickup, you assume that has to do with the output. It does to a degree, but, science and math and all that other stuff. But I liked the way that these pickups sounded. I like the way they sound in the Jeff. I like the way they sound in the Aldo Nova Les Paul. I haven't done anything with that yet. I liked the way these pickups sounded. I did go ahead and put the fake Seymour Duncans in this, and it sounds just fine. But what I did do, get to the point, Jeff, So these are the pickups out of the black Les Paul Custom. And what I did with all 4 of these pickups, I don't know if you can see that or not, I wax potted them. I have never tried that before. So let's wax pot these and see if we can get it, get rid of the microphonics. And if you look real close, you can see a little bit of the wax coming out of there. I got to clean that one up a little bit. So these are the pickups out of the Les Paul Custom. These were very microphonic. You couldn't get past 4 or 5 without them squealing, especially in the bridge pickup. So here we got it on treble. This is our bridge pickup. We're going to turn that up. And actually, we got a ton of noise. We got interference. So what we do here, let's turn that all the way up. That's as far as that'll go. These are all as far as they'll go. We have no squeal whatsoever. How cool is that? It's kind of hard for me to play with one hand, but real happy with the wax potting. So I just salvaged what I would say is otherwise a decent set of pickups. Let me see if I can just give you a quick example here. There you go. There's the bridge pickup. Middle pickup. And neck pickup. So that's going to do it for the SG. I do have, oh yeah, the other thing I did to this is I put the 5K pots, full-size pots in it. So there is all wired up with that Epiphone wiring off of eBay. So that's going to do it for this. I have a couple little concerns about this guitar. One is how flexible the neck is, but I guess that'll remain to be seen. Not exactly a flawless guitar, but certainly a very playable guitar and spec'd out the way I wanted it for $333. I really can't complain about that. All right, people. I'm Smitty. This is a Chibson SG, and I'm out.